If you're tired of forcing yourself to stay disciplined, this video is for you. So first let us discuss why discipline alone isn't enough. So this is what most people don't talk about, because from outside discipline can look healthy, but on the inside it can feel very exhausting. Like everyone else, I also believe that if I pushed harder, woke up earlier, worked longer and stayed consistent, everything will be fine, that I'll be successful in life. And that's also true to a certain extent, because discipline helped me achieve a lot of things. It helped me to show up on days even when I didn't feel like it. But slowly it started turning into pressure, and I started to feel guilty when I took rest, and I fell into a burnout. So I was constantly stuck in a burnout cycle, and I was doing everything right at that time, but I still felt drained and disconnected from the things that I did. So that's when I realized discipline makes you show up, but devotion is what makes you stay without losing yourself. So now let's talk about what devotion actually means. So devotion is not motivation. It is a quiet commitment. So it is when you continue showing up, not because you're forcing it, but because you are connected to what you're doing. You love what you're doing. That's when devotion comes. So when you're devoted to something, you feel excited to do these tasks. So you feel this inner joy and fulfillment by doing those tasks. So while discipline says I have to do this, devotion says I love to do this and I choose to do this. So now let's discuss some practical tips to shift from staying disciplined to being devoted. Purpose before rules. So when you start a new goal or a new project, the first question that will naturally come to your mind is, how can I stay disciplined? So that's the first question that comes to your mind, right? But instead of asking that question, try asking, why am I doing this in the first place, or what is the meaning behind this goal? So for me, I realized I was studying harder every single day without realizing the purpose behind studying. But once I remembered why it mattered to me, like my future, my growth, my independence, it became a lot more easier for me to show up every single day without forcing it. So that's the meaning behind that action. So always put some meaning or a purpose behind an action, because if you do that, you don't have to force the action, because you know in your mind that this action has a bigger meaning. It is linked to the bigger picture. For example, instead of saying, oh, I have to complete this 6 hour study session, try saying, I choose to learn something today so that I can feel confident and secure in my future. See, there is a big difference. Number two, make it part of your identity. So discipline focus on what you do, while devotion focus on who you are. So before realizing this, I used to force routines. Okay, so I used to force myself to stay disciplined even when I don't feel like it. So but now I say to myself that I am someone who values learning. So that's why I study every day. And I am someone who loves creating videos. So that's why I'm creating videos. So when it becomes part of your identity, showing up doesn't feel like a chore, it feels natural. So tell yourself that I am someone who loves to create instead of just trying to tick off tasks. Tip number three, focus on the meaning, not the outcome. So I was burned out because I was fixated on the outcome. I was fixated on the results. But devotion happens when you connect to the process itself. So focus on the journey, not the destination. So ask yourself, am I learning? Am I enjoying this? Instead of just focusing on the views that I'll get on a video or the marks that I'll get on a test paper. So when a task has meaning, consistency will stop feeling heavy. So an example for this could be while writing a script for a YouTube video, I focus on expressing my ideas and my points instead of just fixating on the views or likes that I'll probably get from that video. So it makes the task more enjoyable and more meaningful. Build discipline, not just schedules. So discipline focus on strict timetables, while as devotion focus on the small rituals that makes you feel connected. Like even a 5-minute prep or a mindful start can make the whole task more enjoyable. For example, lighting a candle, putting a nice playlist, cleaning a desk, making some coffee before you study can actually make the session more enjoyable and peaceful. So it will make you to look forward to do these tasks instead of just forcing it. So an example for this could be like the one that I discussed earlier. like if you're studying in the morning, take some time to make a warm cup of tea or do a 2 minute reflection instead of brushing, because it truly helps to build the momentum. And finally, learn to pause without guilt. So, discipline punishes you for stopping, but devotion allows flexibility. Taking a day break doesn't break devotion. So, one of the hardest pills for me to swallow was taking rest is not a fault. I could take breaks and still stay committed to the long term. So, rest, recharge, reflect, and come back stronger every single time. So, to finish this video off, let me give you a simple task. So, before doing any task tomorrow, pause for 1 minute and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Does this task add any value to my life? Does this task help me in the long run? Ask yourself. So the answer doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be honest. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with someone who might need this too. So tell me in the comments what's your why behind the things you do. Let us inspire each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.